I never had that worry because I got in there and I played with it whenever Chat GPT-3 came out, just out of curiosity. And I immediately saw that it has no point of view, and so the only thing that matters about creativity is point of view. It's like the all the other stuff is just vehicle. It's all just structure and it's scaffolding to get the point of view out into the world. And so if you don't have that, then you're not going to be creating any significant art. Yeah, I mean, it's the culmination of all of your experience and how it relates to whatever the idea or the situation is that you're speaking on or writing an observation about or contrasting. So it's just the totality of your perception having influence upon a single idea, typically one that is, most times to me, creativity it's a collaboration between your own awareness and your immediate place and your life and in the world, like your literal immediate place. You're like feeding back with culture, with your surroundings, with your emotions, with whatever that's around you. And you work together to create something to try and really share a perspective about that only you can have. Because ultimately that's all art is it's like we're all seeing the same stuff, so, subjectively. And art is whenever someone sees something in a different way and can describe it or externalize it either through writing or a film or a song or whatever. But we'll say most directly through writing in a way that makes other people see that thing that they already knew in a new way. And I think that point of view is what makes that possible. You need a life lived of experience and thought, and then that is what creates the depth of your subjective experience to then be able to have that communication about something in life that awakens people to a new dimension of reality ultimately.
That's beautiful. Like, how do you go about harnessing that for the creative pursuit?
Yeah, well, it's not really harnessing that. It's more of getting all the other stuff out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's already in you. It's just it's what I was talking about at the top of the podcast. It's like listening to that internal voice of what arises and then trusting that and then following your taste. So it's like, what you think about stuff. You know what I mean? You already know what your take on the world is. It's just a matter of having enough courage to say it and to write it out without any of the fear of worrying what other people think is, or you think other people are supposed to think is meaningful. What you think that the culture thinks they need right now. What you think that people will buy or something like that right now. It's like, fuck all that stuff. Like get all that out of your head. Just listen to what arises and externalize that. Then, if you want to, if marketing is on your, to-do list, then later you can figure out how to fit those ideas together into something that then will connect with, that makes sense in the public discourse. But in terms of just creating the thing, yeah, you have to forget about everyone else. And I like that Rick Rubin says, forget about the audience. He's like, the audience isn't important. Like, who cares? They don't matter because they don't exist.